The design agent in Runchat can do more than build workflows. It can go out to the web, pull back images and information, and organize what it finds directly on your canvas. In this video, I'll walk through two example briefs. Ones you see on the Runchat homepage and use them to show off image research, deep diving on a specific product, note-taking, and building comparison tables. Here's the first brief. I'm going to use this example that search for bathroom tiles. Watch what it does. It searches the web. So here's what it's done. First, it searched the web, reading results, identifying award-winning Melbourne practices, and then it also pulled out what tile products they've specified. Then for each project, it goes to the source, it visits the architect's website or the product suppliers page, extracts imagery and drops those images onto the canvas as image nodes. A few things worth noting here. The agent has access to different search tools, so it has a general web search for broad discovery and targeted extraction. It knows the URL it wants to pull from. Saying search first and then add images to projects gives you a two-step flow with a bit higher quality references than grabbing search result thumbnails. Once the images are on the canvas, the agent can view them too. So I could ask the agent which of these tiles would work in a small bathroom, to group them by color palette. So the second half of the brief was a note for each product. And so the agent has created note nodes on the canvas, one per product. So for example, this RSB residence reference includes the product with the image, product name, supplier, and price pulled from research. Those are useful because they're the agent's own structured summary, it's scannable, and it's linked back to the source. So if one of these catches my eye, I could deep dive and I could pick a project and ask the agent to go further to find the architect's statement, who the builder was, full material schedule, awards it's won. The agent navigates to the project page, follows links to related press, and consolidates everything into one place on the canvas. So that's just one example. So if I'm in the editor and I wanted to get back to the homepage, I can click go to homepage. So for the second example, this one is going to end in a table. So I'm going to select this Santa Monica plant searcher and click launch agent to start a chat. So in this example, the agent has performed some web search to identify plants local to Santa Monica, and then it's given us a summary table of this in a note. If we just resize this, we can see its content. So I'm just going to drag this off to the side, and I'm also going to resize the other node, and then just grab everything and hit organize. Maybe I want this on top so the tables are closer together. Great. So I have now these references, and then I have two tables like requested. One of them was the species name, some info, planting time, and then typical price. And then another one was for plant suppliers where we can go and get quotes from them. So web search, image extraction, viewing notes, tables, each is useful on its own. The power is in combining them into a brief. You can go from a one-line question to a canvas full of references, summaries, and structured data in a single chat. So that's a research workflow that used to take a little while, but now it's compressed into a few minutes of conversation.